Storm Relay, this is Connected episode 609. Today's show is brought to you by Mercury Weather. I'm your keynote chairman, Federico Vitici, and it's my pleasure to be joined by my esteemed colleague, the annual chairman, Stephen Hackett. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Federico. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. We are joined by Mr. Mike Hurley.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Mr. and Hurley. That's nice. Sometimes
Hello.
I just get Mike.
Hello,
Yeah.
Mr. Mike.
Hello.
Okay, can you be Mr. Mike instead?
Sure. I can be Mr.
Yeah,
Mike.
okay.
Mr. Mike. Mr. Hurley's my father. We got a lot of stuff to do today, but we should start with follow-up.
Okay.
I had asked for feedback from people about updating the digital versions of my Apple History Calendar. I got lots of feedback about that, email and the feedback form. People want it, so I am working on it, and I will have more soon. Tell you how to update existing ones if you have them from my Kickstarters back in the day, or if you want a version of it now, I'm also going to make that available. So stay tuned.
Well, how can people tuned? Just, you're going to tell them here, or is there somewhere else they can go?
I think it'll
to
be
get that
here. I
information?
mean, obviously, everyone's homepage is already 512pixels.net, but
Yeah.
if it's not, make it your homepage.
I don't think I've ever told you this, but if I ever need to test my internet speed, or connection, I always go to your website
That's nice.
because it always loads quickly.
Yes. Thank you.
Hmm.
The beauty of static site generation now is even faster.
Why did you have to mention this, Mike? Now he's going to talk about static generation again.
That is a very good point. That is a very good
I
point.
mean, how
don't
could you
wanna hear
not?
about it.
How could you not?
I want to get your opinions on Steve the Bear Cow, the mascot, the official mascot of the Designed in California podcast.
I think it's great.
I
Yeah.
love it. Yes.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a good little guy, isn't he? So this is our enamel pin design that we're doing for the podcast, and we fell in love with him, and our audience has also fallen in love with him. So he will now just be the official mascot of the podcast. He's going to show up in lots of places, I'm sure. But we took inspiration from the dog cow, and we went with bear cow instead.
Bear cow.
And I'm very proud of how it came together. It's a riff on the California state flag for the pin design, but now we have a little character of our own.
Mm-hmm.
Steve. Okay.
Steve. That was Jason's idea. I was like, what should we call him? He said Steve. I was like, yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
obviously. Yeah.
That's the one.
What's the deal with Evan Spiegel's ears?
All right, so, okay. I saw this going around. This is an actual tweet that Evan Spiegel tweeted because we were talking about the Snapchat spectacles last time, and it turns out that his ears just look like that. Like his ear, the top of his earlobe. So, okay, this to me looks like when I was a kid, what people called cauliflower ear, but I expect it's probably not called that anymore. But I don't know what the phrase is, and I didn't look it up, so I just said it out loud. And it's you'd see this kind of thing on rugby players a lot, where their ears would get deformed because they're kind of in headlocks and scrums and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's what's going on with Evan Spiegel, but the top of his ears, it's not even the top of his ear is larger, kind of ballooned, I guess. And so I think he's trying to say that's why my ears looked so weird with the specs. I mean, it's not the only reason, but maybe it's part of the reason. So there you go. It's something new for you to learn.
I think this makes the glasses media thing look even worse, actually. Because
they shouldn't have had him do it, should they?
Shouldn't have had. Someone should have said, not only these are too big to ship, but your ears look like this. It's really going to look like they're being pressed down, because that was the universal response to this. Someone in this company is not empowered to say no, and they should be.
Well, but this is, emblematic of the whole thing we were talking about last time anyway, which is just there are so many places in which someone should have stopped the demo from going down the way that it did.
Yeah.
Even if you take his ears out, it's just these just don't look right, and we maybe shouldn't be selling them as a consumer product for $2,000. There's so many places in which this should have stopped, but it didn't.
Yep. It's a bummer.
Yep.
We need to talk about iPhone Air's cameras. iPhone's Air's cameras.
I think if you say iPhones, you can just say Air.
iPhones with a Z.
Oh, okay. That's why I didn't hear the Z.
I mean, the accent makes it tricky. I reviewed the iPhone Air last week, and one thing we talked about was the rumor is the iPhone Air 2 would get a second camera. Would that be ultra wide or zoom? There's been some more discussion of this elsewhere, including on Daring Fireball, where Gruber kind of looked at his photo library about what he'd used for ultra wide versus telephoto, and pointed out, as we did, that the ultra wide gives you other things like macro mode, which is sorely lacking on the iPhone Air. And listener Steve wrote in, this is not something I thought about, but makes tons of sense. I'd always assumed that they pick wide versus telephoto because of how thick the assemblies are. The telephoto would be a longer, thicker component, or now it's on its side, or kind of, it's that, what do they call it? The prism, the tetraprism, like that's got to go somewhere. And the iPhone Air, famously, like most of its guts are up there in the iconic plateau. And so you've got to fit all that in. And that means the telephoto takes more physical space, and that's difficult. And so maybe that's one reason they also default to the wide angle. I think it's a combination of all of these things. And if you are lacking a telephoto, you do have digital zoom, which is not great, but you don't have digital wide angle, right? You can't digitally back out of an image. Well, of course now you can, I guess, with Apple Intelligence. But
Apple would say they have that thing, right, where it's like the 2x. That's in the iPhone Air, right?
Yeah,
where it's
it
like,
is.
It's doing the crop, and they say it's not. There's arguments to be had, but you can still go from 1x to 2x with the Air as it is right now.
That's right. And so my guess is that it would be the ultra wide, which I think would make me sad. But I did want to check in with you, Federico, because at one point you were using an iPhone Air, and I think I've lost track of where you are with this.
Yeah,
iPhone.
I've been using the 17 Pro instead.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah. As I feared, I was missing the telephoto too much.
Gotcha.
That's as simple as that. Not even the battery, not even anything else really. It's just the telephoto. That was it for me. And I noticed that since I started using the 17 Pro again, like 3-4 months ago, I've been taking so many pictures with it, mostly of my dogs.
Yep.
Like being able to catch my dogs doing something funny or weird, and quickly get that picture in with camera control 8x, take a photo. It's just invaluable at this point. So that's my lock-in, I guess. It's the telephoto.
Yep. Great concern for the folding phone.
It's going to be wide
right?
angle.
Mm-hmm.
And a weird shape.
And then the room is the Touch ID. I'm really worried about a Touch ID. So Federico sent a text out to the group chat today and said, the Apple Store's down.
Yeah.
To which immediately it's like, this isn't a good one, is it, gang? And no, it isn't. Apple have increased the prices across mostly Macs and iPads, some accessories, no iPhones. That is the top level. The price increases are varying, but this was the thing. I think, Stephen, we spoke about this on the show last week, right? Yes, we did. The Wall Street Journal article came out just before we recorded.
That's right.
Where Tim Cook basically said they were going to do this. There was some conjecture about when they would do this, right? There's a lot of questions about when would they put the price increases into place. And I think Mark Gurman a couple of days ago said that he expected it would happen in conjunction with the back-to-school sale, which is what has happened. But we haven't had any iPhone increases. I think we'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But we want to give you the lowdown on the vast majority of these increases. And of course, we're going to do this in round robin style. So starting with Federico, we can talk about what the price is, what it was, and how much it's increased in percentage terms.
The HomePod from $299 to $349, 17%.
I guess we can also stop at any point, right? If there's any that we want to kind of touch on.
Sure.
Like that is $350 for the HomePod, which I think is kind of like what it was before.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I guess the answer, the thing that I'm about to say is the thing that a lot of the stuff is that ain't it. And this one really isn't it. Maybe there's some where it's like people will be willing to spend the money if they have to, but like I don't think this is one of those spots, right? Like the HomePod, they've gone up to $350. Like I just don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm next, and I have the HomePod Mini is at $129, up from $99. That is a 30% increase.
I have the biggest percentage increase on the list. The Apple
Ooh.
TV 4K is now $199, up from
Ooh.
$129.
Okay, why?
What are we doing?
Why have they even bothered doing this? Right? Like some of them are like this. Like you can't be selling that many. So, and surely you're not making that many more. So why are they doing that here? Like I don't get it. I don't get this one. This was wild to me.
How about the 11-inch iPad Air from $599 to $749, a 29% increase?
Oh man.
Yeah, this
that's
one is
rough.
bad. This one is
That
bad.
number is real bad, right?
Yeah.
It's not even the percentage increase, but the iPad Air at $749 is just that is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the actual iPad? Oh, I don't think we had that on our list, but that's gone up to $449 from $349.
Yeah. Yeah. A 28% increase on the regular iPad.
The 13-inch iPad Air is at $949, up from $749.
Okay.
Which is 27%.
The 11-inch iPad Pro is another number that feels worse than it is, but it's still bad. It is now $11.99, up from $9.99. When you cross from 3 digits to 4, it feels bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggle to think about spending 4 digits as a starting point for an iPad Pro. Like that just doesn't feel right. Like that feels too high.
Yeah.
I mean, no. Okay, I just feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. They all feel too high, but that's really. Oh my gosh! I just took a look at the 13-inch 2 terabyte. $2,600.
Jeez. Yeah.
$2,600.
Yeah, we are going through the base pricing, but there are a couple of other things. Like previously, they got rid of the low-end Mac Mini, which made the kind of middle one the cheapest one, but also prices increase in the customization options as well. So if you want more memory or more storage, which are the shortages causing all of this, then it's even steeper in some places. Like I've seen some people on Mastodon of like, I bought this MacBook Pro 6 months ago and it was $3,100. Now it's $4,400 or, whatever it might be.
Yep.
And so depending on what you actually need, it can be much worse than what we're going through today.
I mean, I don't know how much time we're going to spend on the configurator today, but I just want to give you one. A 13-inch iPad Pro, Wi-Fi and cellular, 2 terabytes of nano texture glass with a Magic Keyboard and an Apple Pencil is $3,248.
Not great.
No.
Maybe slightly better for the 13-inch iPad Pro. $200 increase. So we're going from $1,299 to $1,499. That's 15% up.
That one, even though it's the same amount, it doesn't feel as bad, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like you're already at 1,300, so 1,500 just doesn't have the same kind of hit, I think.
Yeah.
The iPad Mini is at $599, up from $499. It's a 20% price increase.
$100 more. Okay.
Yep.
Maybe the most painful, I think, strategy-wise here is the MacBook Neo is also up $100, $599 to $699, and the education price point also moved up $100.
I do think, though, that $700 is still like a good price, maybe. Like, I don't know. Because it's, the thing about all of this is all computers are going to go up, right?
Sure.
And so, like, the Neo is still going to occupy, like, a good spot there. And the education price still being $600 is, I think it's probably stomachable.
The MacBook Air, also $200 from $1,099 to $1,299, up 18%.
So this is an interesting one. The Mac Mini didn't change in price, still starting at $799. But the previously removed 256 gig $599 starting storage model is now the new starting model again. So you're paying $799 for the 256. That's a 33% increase on price because they brought that one back in again, and they bumped it from $599 to $799. Just $200 more.
I have the entry-level M5 MacBook Pro, which is $1999, up from $1699, an 18% increase.
$2,000 to get in the door of a MacBook Pro.
Yeah, and that's just the baseline M5. I mean, it's a nice computer because you get the nice display and the ports and stuff, but it
But what's inside of it?
just M5, an M5 and Dreams.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what do you get? It's a standard display, M5 chip, 16 gigs of RAM, and a terabyte of storage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Terabyte storage is pretty nice.
Yeah.
How about the M5 Pro MacBook Pro going up from $2199 to $2499? So that's $2,500 for an M5 Pro MacBook Pro with a 14% increase.
Let me do you one better, Federico, because I have a 14% increase as well, but it's on the M5 Max MacBook Pro, which now starts at $4,099, up from $3,599. $4,000. $4,000. And I did just check. You get 36 gigs of RAM and 2 terabytes of storage as standard on that one. You can go to 128. Oh, and then we go to a bigger GPU, and I can go up to 8 terabytes of storage.
Yes.
That's $9,699. Wow.
$10,000 laptop.
$10,000. Wow. Okay.
The iMac, little colorful 24.5-inch iMac, now starts at $1499. It used to be $1299.
Okay.
So we are now at the parts that really suck. The Mac Studio, whatever is left of that lineup, the M4 Max Mac Studio, from $1,999, so $2,000, to $2,500. So $2,499 with a 25% increase. So $500 more for the M4 Max base model Mac Studio.
The M3 Ultra version, which started at $3,999, has now increased by 32% to $5,299.
Jeez.
Now, here's what I want to do now. I'm going to go to the Apple Store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Build a Mac Studio, boy.
I have the number if you want it, but if you want to do it for
do
yourself, you should take a look at
do it
what's
myself.
going on.
I'm going to select Mac, then Mac Studio, and then we're going to have some fun. Buy.
Yeah, let's buy it.
M3 Ultra,
Mm-hmm.
32 core, 80 core GPU. So
That's
that
a lot
adds,
of GPU.
That adds $1,500 already.
Yep.
Then the only memory config left is the 96 gigs of RAM.
Because it used to be 128 and 256, right? You could get.
Yeah. Then you're like, I'm Stephen Hackett. I got a lot of PDFs, a lot of archives. I need storage. You know what? I'm going to select the 16 terabyte version. Hey, that's only $7,500 more. I don't want to trade in. I don't want Apple Care. I want to buy it. That is, my friends, $14,299.
I mean, like, this is what we used to do with the old Mac Pro, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But at least you got a cool looking computer for that money.
Yeah.
There is one more. Last and definitely least, we have the Apple Vision Pro. It was $34.99. It is now $36.99, an increase of 6%.
I mean, so now 2 people instead of 3 people will buy it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Also, I completely forgot. I was reminded of this a few weeks ago. there is an M5 Vision Pro now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
So this all sucks. This all sucks.
There is no positive spin on this
No.
segment. Yeah.
No. I mean, well, the only positivity so far is they've not increased the iPhone. Now, so here's my question. Are they going to increase the iPhone? Or is there some magical world where this does enough for them? Like the margins that they make from everything else means
These
that they don't have to
products,
increase the iPhone prices.
Maybe with the MacBook Air. Like
It doesn't seem likely, right? Because the iPhone is 50% of their product sales. So
maybe they make the most margins out of the MacBook Air and the MacBook Neo
yeah.
of these products. I don't know who's buying an iPad Mini now,
Yeah.
or a HomePod or an Apple TV 4K.
So
Yeah.
why haven't they increased the iPhone now? Then? Why didn't they just do that?
I mean, I feel like if you were going to do the iPhone, now is the time. Bury it with all this other news.
Yeah.
And
No one's buying them now.
I mean, people are, but
not like the other times of the year.
This is the best possible time of year to do it, right? This is already your slowest iPhone quarter. So I don't know.
Unless they're just going to wait, they're going to do it again later. Like, they could still do it, right?
They could still do it. Maybe they hope this is enough, and they got time. I mean, we've got 2.5 months before there's an iPhone event. Like, there is time to see if they can pull the iPhone off at existing prices, plus whatever. I mean, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. The foldable, we don't know the price, and so I'm doing air quotes, price increase on the foldable is like kind of built in because it was already going to be more expensive. So I don't know. I really thought the phone would be included with the rest of it.
Yeah, me too. Because I mean, it's like half the business. But maybe they look. Let's just try and wishful thinking this for a second. Maybe they've already got what they need for the iPhone. Like they can get another year out of this or something. They've got the parts that they need. They have the allocation that they need, and they're just putting what they can, any kind of price that makes sense in the iPhone, and trying to keep it. But also, it would be crazy for them not to increase it just a little bit, right? Like, do it just a little bit. I don't know. We're in truly unprecedented times with the pricing of products. Like, I don't recall this ever happening before.
And they also increased prices on refurbished Macs and iPads, which I find interesting because those things are already built. You already got them.
Well, it's all supply and demand, though.
It's
right?
supply and demand.
This whole thing is supply and demand.
It is. And I think if they had not raised the refurbished price, then that inventory would disappear instantly. And then what do you do? So yeah, it does. It stinks. And especially if you don't love the reason that, all this silicon, the quantity of stuff that can be made is mostly going towards AI generation stuff right now. And that, I think, brings us to Casey Newton's thing.
Yeah, so Casey Newton posted on Blue Sky, consumer electronics getting significantly more expensive due to the AI industry may accelerate the backlash even faster than data center build out.
That's a good
It
point.
definitely could.
Especially because it's like, this isn't a thing where it's like people don't know why. Like, it's not like the prices of technology is increasing and people aren't and they're just not aware of why that's happening. People are very aware of why this is happening. Like, the technology companies are saying it and the public just know it. And I think that makes it more likely that this is going to become a problem in that regard.
Yeah.
Would you like to know who wins?
Who's
Who's the winner here? I am the winner.
Oh,
I ordered a MacBook Air yesterday.
Ooh,
boy.
that's good timing.
Yeah. So I was having some problems. Me and Jason spoke about this on Upgrade Plus, and I was having some problems with my M2 MacBook Air. It's really been it's been giving me some issues for a bit. I've spoken about it on this show before, and I was just having a real tough day with it, where like I had to use Daisy Disk to find some files to delete. Then the Mac rebooted on its own at one point. I've just been really struggling, and I've been having to do more hard work on this machine recently, like more time in Logic and stuff like that. And I was just getting really frustrated with it, both from its power and the amount of storage space that I have available to me. And so I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I'd been holding out for the MacBook Pro, like if it gets a touch
screen.
Yeah. But I don't actually know I want that computer, right? Like I might not like it. Like it might still be too thick and heavy for me because I really love how thin and light the MacBook Air is. And so I was kind of dilly-dallying about it. And Jason said to me, he's like, you should buy it now because they're going to put the prices up. So if you decide that you want that MacBook Pro later, you could probably get a pretty good resale value on your MacBook Air.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? That's a really good point. So the spec that I bought, I got it pretty much maxed out, I think. Like, RAM, I got the most RAM, so I think 36 gigabytes of RAM, and I got 2 terabyte SSD because you can go higher than that. But
you can go 4 now on a MacBook Air.
So my spec was £2,000. It's now £2,400. So I will probably make pretty much what I paid for it. If I was to sell it in like 6 months. And now the other thing that I'm thinking of now, looking at all of these prices and stuff, is like, when are they going to revise them? Any Macs? Like, do you think that they might hold some of this stuff up for a bit?
I think that's definitely possible. I mean, look no further than like the Mac Studio, right? It's got that weird combination of processors. The Mac Mini and the iMac are still on the M4 line. I think they hold steady for now. And, that touchscreen OLED MacBook Pro, like, it can hang out. The MacBook Pro did get revised to the M5 Pro and Max before sort of all this stuff happened. And so I think they're mostly okay. The notebooks are in good shape, and that's what matters a lot more than the desktops. I think it's definitely possible we get maybe all the way through the end of the year without any other Mac updates. I think it's definitely possible.
We'll see. But then So I'm happy with the decision I made. I think I'm going to be very happy with that MacBook Air. And we'll see what I do later down the line. But right now, I hope everybody has computers that they're happy with, I guess.
I think I'm going to hold on to my M4 MacBook Pro a little bit longer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, I wanted to hold on to my M2 for longer than this, but it's become really hard now to do that.
For me, I've got an M4 Max MacBook Pro that was basically cranked all the way up. And my plan was to use this machine for a long time. And that is definitely still the plan now. What I worry about...
That's always your plan, though.
Well, this is, other than my Mac Pro, the most expensive computer I've ever bought.
Yeah.
But, I worry about now is like, what if something happens to it, right? It's under Apple Care, right? Like I'm definitely going to keep Apple Care on it now forever.
I didn't think about that. I didn't get Apple Care.
Yeah,
I might do that. You can do it later, though.
You can.
I'll just do it after I get it. But yeah, it might be a good idea to Apple Care these things now because
and so if I had to replace my MacBook Pro, like it would be one, I would not do it the way I did it this time around. And I've really had the sort of the slow realization of like, I edit basically 2 podcasts a month. I edit the membership specials if you're a Relay member. And I'm not doing any video. It's like, I could live on a Mac Mini like Mike does, or Mac Mini or a MacBook Air if I had to.
I have both of those computers. That's what I have, Mac Mini and Mac, because they are pro machines now if you spec them right.
Yeah.
Like you don't need the pro machines anymore to have pro machines.
Yeah, I like the MacBook Pro and I like the screen and it has all the ports, but if like push came to shove and I had to replace it in the current environment, I would get a MacBook Air and spec it up a little bit.
Oh, does my new MacBook Air support the refresh rate of my studio display?
I think the M5 does.
Oh, that will be a treat. Who needs a MacBook Pro? I need to look this up. This is very exciting for me.
let's
I
see,
thought I'd have to
Mac.
wait for a long time for that.
Displays. You have the Studio
I
Display
plugged-
XDR.
I had the XDR. I plugged my MacBook Pro into it recently, and it was like, oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'd be very excited about this. This will.
Okay, so compatibility. That's all the old ones. That just doesn't work at all. Does this page say what you need to drive the high refresh rate? I'm looking at the spec page.
It's somewhere.
Maybe Discord can dig it up. The displays, we mentioned the iPhone, no price increase there. The displays, no price increase. AirPods, famously RAM hungry. AirPods, no price increase. And then the other accessories, basically things we didn't mention, like mice and keyboards, and that sort of stuff, all fine.
Mac models with M1, M2, and M3 support it at 60 hertz. So I'll be getting an M5, so it should go 120.
Oh, man. That's a nice bonus.
I'm going to be so happy.
Yeah.
What a treat for me. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I can't. Oh, by the way, though, I'm not going to get this computer until August. I didn't mention that.
No.
Yeah. But that's fine. That's fine. Like, I'll wait. But yeah, it's August. It's the earliest delivery date.
That may speed up.
We'll see, but I'm not expecting it anytime soon.
If I remember correctly, your spouse is still on an M1 MacBook Air.
Yeah.
Because she's in love with the Wedge. Are you going to foist the M2 upon her? I'm
keeping the M2.
You are.
Maybe that's what we'll do with it, but I'm not getting rid of it. The resale value is not very good, and that M2 is like my favorite Mac I've ever owned, and so I think I would like to keep it anyway.
Yeah, and you stickered it. You returned to your old ways.
Yes, but I have a plan now. I'm gonna. I think this was Kathy Campbell who suggested this to me. I'm gonna get, and I've already ordered it. Federico has an amazing one that I've copied. A vinyl wrap skin thing, and then put stickers on that,
like a D-brand thing.
Yeah, well, I got it from Slick Wraps. Because they have this like retro Mac look. Federico had it on his iPad, and I really like it. So I'm getting one of those. I've already ordered it. So yeah, I'm going to go with that now, and then put stickers on that. So then when it comes time to get rid of that MacBook, I can do that and just take the whole thing off, and it will be no sun bleaching.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. This episode of Connected is brought to you by Mercury Weather. Mercury Weather is a thoughtfully designed weather app that shows all the essential weather details at a glance. It has a gorgeous, colorful interface that dynamically adapts to conditions. So if it's a nice, warm, sunny day like I have right now, then there's a nice, warm orange palette in the app. But if it's a cold day, those tones may be icy or deep blue may show up on a rainy night. Mercury uses a glanceable chart layout to present hourly and daily forecasts in a way that feels intuitive right away. You don't have to study the user interface and try to understand what it's trying to tell you. It's beautifully laid out. And there's a really cool feature for frequent travelers. Mercury's trip forecast feature automatically shows the weather at your destination right in your daily forecast timeline. So you'll always see the weather for where you will be, not just where you are. I really enjoy using Mercury Weather. It is thoughtfully designed all the way through. And as someone who cares about that sort of thing, it really shows in this app. So when the weather gets serious, turn to Mercury Weather. It offers storm and hurricane tracking with maps, live positions, forecast paths, cones, and intensity. As someone who lives in a part of the country where we get pretty bad storms, this is really useful information to have. And the widget system lets you easily keep tabs on a storm or a specific one or the closest one right from your home screen. Mercury Weather's gorgeous interface makes it a delight to check the weather every day, even on gray and rainy ones. The app's business model is simple: no ads and no selling of user data. Mercury is available on the iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and Mac. You can download it and use the standard features for free or upgrade to Mercury Premium to unlock all features. So go to mercuryweather.app/connected to download Mercury Weather today. Use that link to let them know that you came from us. That's mercuryweather.app/connected. Try it out and you get all the standard features for free. My thanks to Mercury Weather for their support of the show and all of Relay. Beta 2 is here.
Okay.
Of OS 27. And that means it's a check-in time. It's been a couple weeks. iOS 27 Beta 2 brings a couple of things to the table. There's some Apple Home improvements, including like a new interface to update your HomePods, which was like a weird thing before in the Home app. You had to like really dig down, and it wasn't great. That's better now. Write with Siri also is just right there on the keyboard all the time, on the iPhone at least.
A thing I've noticed, and I don't have data for this, so I need to pay more attention to it. Yep, this is the best way to have things that you notice. Like this Apple's intelligent suggested replies.
Yes,
way better.
That's good, because there's been a thing for a while where you and I and some other people, like, we will screenshot them and send them as a reply. And I was texting with friend of the show, Quinn Nelson, the other night, and one of the suggestions was, I view it differently, and we just decided that's like a psycho reply. Like, no one would say, I view it differently in a text message.
Well, what if you did view it differently?
Then you say something else. You don't say that.
Well, I've had a couple of scenarios where it's what it is giving me is the exact response that I would give.
Whoa.
And so I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to pay more attention to this, but I think it should be better, right? Like, it should know.
It should.
And it should be able to do a better job of it. So I hope that it will. But yeah, the Write with Siri thing is there now. It wasn't there before. So like the writing tools just weren't there. I'm disappointed with the writing tools, because I was hoping for like comprehensive grammar and punctuation checking. And it does some of this stuff. Like, it has like a new underline thing now for grammar checking. But I wanted like a user interface where I could make suggestions, and it could give me suggestions, and I could choose, I want this, I want that. And it's not doing that. So it really still is just like, hey, do you want to rewrite this thing for me? And it just does it. Maybe there's still more to come, because like they've added this in where it wasn't there before. But right now, the writing tools, they're not what I want.
Okay.
Again, there's a bunch of stuff that's in Apple Home that I'm pretty excited about, like in the Home app with iOS 27. So Stephen Robles made a video about this. But there's a bunch of improvements to cameras, and he shows them off pretty well. You get some of them if you just upgrade to iOS 27, but to get all the features, you need to upgrade your Home Hub to the beta, like whatever Home Hub you're using. But you can view multiple cameras at once. You can switch between them. Multiple people can look at the same camera at the same time. It gives you summaries of what's in the clips. You can search them. You can filter for types of actions in the clips. Like delivery, car, animal, person. That categorizes them. You can filter them. So it's 4K video. They're entering the camera market.
Yeah.
I think
These
so
are
too.
all the things you would want if you were going to do it yourself.
And they already make cameras, right? It's like they just got to scoop out the back of an iPhone and put it on a suction cup and you're set.
Yeah. So they're definitely doing this. I feel very confident in that now. Like, I know the rumors have been pointing that way, but they have made a significant upgrade to the camera experience, where any of these things would have been good, but they've done all of them. It feels like they've finally started using it because they're testing it with their own stuff, maybe.
Yeah. I know he's talked about it some, but David Sparks is all in on HomeKit Secure Video. Yeah. And he's been really happy with it even before 27. I tried it when it first came out, and it was, I think the only thing that supported was like that weird Logi Circle camera. Remember that thing?
Oh yeah.
And it was not great in the beginning, but it does sound like it's come a long way. And look, I'm a huge proponent of having your footage secure. Like, mine is locally here on my Ubiquity stuff, and having it in HomeKit Secure Video, like, that feels better to me than Nest or Ring or somebody else. And so I think they're really putting the pieces together, like you said, to enter this market with hardware. But even if they don't, I think if I were starting today, like I didn't have the Unify stuff, I would look at this seriously, and I would not have said that before this because it was kind of janky.
I like it. Like it does. It's in its current form. It's fine for me. Like I have a car stuff, and all of their cameras work with the Home app, and it's fine. But that's the best you could call it. Now it looks good.
Yeah. How fast are the notifications? Like if someone walks into the view and you have that set to notify you, is it quick?
Well, I don't. But like say, I'll take my doorbell because I have a doorbell camera. It's basically I'll get the Akara notification and then the Home notification straight after. So that is good at least. But I don't have any. I don't have any cameras that send me notifications.
Okay.
And unless there was someone in my home, which that hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah, the notifications coming from inside the house.
Inside the house, yeah.
I've got it on my carry phone now.
Oh, yes.
I was going to hold out, and then y'all just kept talking about how great it was. And so I was like, well, beta.
Well, one of us is talking about how great it is.
Yeah, we'll get to Federico's experiences because it's a real mess over there.
One of us is not having a good time.
So I've got it on my iPhone Air. If you wanted to find a way to make the iPhone Air feel even hotter, that's the way to go. I mean, it's indexing. It's fine. I don't think I have anything much original to say. It's the best developer beta 2 I've ever used, and I've run these things for years and years. I had it on a secondary phone, and I still do, but Siri AI really shines when you have actual data on your device. And so I installed the update. I got access to Siri AI basically instantly, and while a friend of mine is like still waiting like 3 days later. I don't know why that is, but I immediately opened the app and asked it a question that I knew the answer to, but I knew it was in a text message like 2 months ago, and it found it basically instantly, and it had just started indexing. I was impressed at that. It shows you, this is where these are my sources, right? It's quoting its sources back in messages. I do stand by my feeling after the keynote where I don't really care for the UI design. I think it's like too shiny and you get what's under it kind of through it at the edges. And I wish they would clean that up a bit, especially if you have the liquid glass slider slid to be as opaque as possible. Then the Siri UI feels really gimmicky and sort of out of place. And I think that should be a bit more harmonious with how the user has set up their phone. But so far, so good. It's working. And I don't know how long the indexing will take. I'm doing the thing that, if you migrate to a new phone, you often do is like you just leave your phone plugged in all the time, hoping that it makes the indexing go faster.
I mean, they do say my phone was still indexing on beta 1. I installed beta 2 and the indexing went away, but I still think it's happening, even if they're not telling me it's happening.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why that would have been the case, that like now it's all done.
Unless that UI was like stuck on somehow.
Possibly.
Maybe. Who
knows? But I have been told it could take weeks.
Yeah.
So, I don't see why just one beta update and it's taken care of.
Yeah. But like I said, I was impressed it found something. I mean, I knew that like in my mind, that was going to be my first test. I was like, I know the answer to this. I know that it's months old in iMessage. Can it find it? And the fact that it found it immediately, like I think that speaks to the Spotlight stuff being much better. I do have the realization that I'm going to need to try Spotlight again on the Mac, which I don't really want to do, but maybe I will. But yeah, all in all, it's just been a few days, and I have it on my phone. I'm not putting it on my watch. I don't think Beta 2 is out for watchOS yet, or at least it wasn't as of earlier today. I'm staying away from that for now. I'll do that a little bit later on in the summer on a development watch, not the watch that I actually wear every day. But so far, so good.
What Mac is it on?
My now premiumly priced MacBook Neo.
Okay. And how much of your own stuff is on that?
Quite a bit.
Like you have your messages and stuff?
Yeah.
Like
you
use it as your own computer?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta try Spotlight on that then.
Yeah, yes, I uninstalled Alfred from it. It just has Spotlight on it, and
Because I feel like I've not heard too much yet about how Siri AI is on the Mac. I feel like people aren't really talking about that very much, and I would like to hear more about it. At least in the places I follow.
I want to spend some more time with it. One thing that I think some people will find frustrating on the Mac is that Ask Siri is basically the top of like every contextual menu.
Yeah. It's I think, at the bottom of all the iPhone ones.
Yeah. People may find that a little tiring. I think the reason for that is that most people think of Siri in the iPhone context because that's where it started. And that's where it has kind of lived. And yeah, Siri's been on the Mac for a little while, but not in any way that has been super useful. But I don't know.
Okay. So, Federico.
It's been really hit or miss for me, mostly leaning toward bad.
And we're talking about Siri AI specifically?
We're talking about, okay, so 27 has been great.
Okay.
I think I'm having a really good time with it. Battery life is fine. If anything, I think it's actually better than 26. Like, yeah, it's faster. Animations, liquid glass, like everything seems more refined, smoother than before. You can see the work that went into the performance and the underlying like CPU scheduler, like both on the iPhone and the iPad, I will say. I think it's 27 as an operating system, maybe kind of boring, but that's the point. Like they really fine-tuned everything, and I'm having a good time with it. The one big feature that I'm supposed to test, and the reason why I haven't done any writing yet for my iOS review, because I mean, the one feature is Siri AI, obviously, right? It hasn't really worked out for me yet. The problem, I think, is that I'm having all kinds of issues related to the indexing. I think Apple is aware of some of these issues, and I think my understanding is that they're working on it, but there's other people like me who are running into these problems right now. So, for example, it cannot find any of my calendar events, cannot find any of my reminders, but it can search photos. It can find photos. Sometimes, and only sometimes, it can find content on Apple Music. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. So let me see, because I just tried again. Whenever I tried searching for content in a third-party app that I know supports app intents, it says something went wrong.
I think I don't know if I've had any luck doing the app intents thing. I think that might just not be hooked up.
Okay.
With the new Siri.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I can create reminders. I cannot search reminders at all or calendar events. I can draft email messages, cannot search for email messages. What else? Sometimes on the Mac, the Siri AI window just comes up blank and I cannot type anything in it. Some other times I try to do some research on a topic in Siri AI on the iPhone, and and it finds some web pages, right? And I'm like, okay, can you give me the URL of that web page? And even though it's in its sources, it doesn't want to print out the actual URL in the chat. Sometimes I paste a link to an article and I'm like, can you summarize this? And sometimes it says I cannot. Other times it says, yes, here's the summary. So like, I guess it's very inconsistent.
I read something that they've, in beta 2, they're getting rid of the URL summary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's in the system prompt.
Why?
So, okay, I found it from 9to5Mac. The release, a new section in Siri AI system prompt says you cannot access content behind a URL when a user provides a URL and asks you to summarize, read, or extract. Inform them that you cannot access web pages. Do not offer follow-up suggestions or workarounds. Don't know why they would do that exactly, but that seems to be a thing they don't want to do now.
That's silly.
Yeah. Unless, I think in the 9 to 5 Mac article, they're like, this is Marcus Mendez saying, while Apple's reasoning is unclear, the rule may be intended to keep Siri AI from following other chatbots in pulling and summarizing website content without sending users to the original pages, a practice that could make the web increasingly unsustainable over time. That might be the reason. So,
maybe.
Who cares about web sustainability? Am I right? Kill the web. Woo, let's go. So I don't know about that. But yes, it sounds okay. So Federico, do you have a sense for why this is happening to you?
It seems like an indexing bug.
Okay. Do you, again, I will just ask the question now because otherwise everyone's going to write in. Do you think it's anything to do with the fact that you're in the European Union?
No, because Siri AI is actually working for me.
Yeah, it should not work, right? Would be
the thing is, as long as, here's how it works. As long as you have your region setting set to US and language set to English, and you have media and purchases set to a US App Store account, all of this stuff is just going to work. I am using right now iPhone mirroring on my Mac.
Okay.
And that's another feature that's not available in the EU. I have the new Siri beta page in settings. I literally have the new Siri. It's just, and it works for some stuff. It's just an indexing bug for some content. I guess my main concern, and we'll see what happens when this thing actually ships. I remain unconvinced that they will be able to get it to work with tons of apps installed on your device to the degree that I would expect them to with the current system and model that they have. I would be ecstatic to be proven wrong. I am very skeptical about what's going to happen when all these indexing bugs are gone and I'm using this on my phone and I'm asking for creating notes on a device that has Apple Notes, Draft, and Notion installed, potentially all of them with app intents, because they don't seem to have any sort of system or UI in place anywhere for disambiguating results and multiple intents from the same domain or category when multiple apps are installed. Everything just goes into the indexing, and there's not really a ton of clarity on that at the moment. And I don't know, the difference between the system that Apple has built, which, knowing Apple, they like to do things the user-friendly way, everything is invisible. They don't have a place anywhere in Siri or in settings to say, I don't want to see these connectors. I don't want to see these apps in Siri AI. Unless, I guess if you go in settings and you disable the Siri integration for an app, but then it also disappears from Spotlight.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I don't know because there are no details about this.
There's no way to tell right now, right? Like, even if it's working for me, which it is, I'm having a great experience. It's only Apple's apps it's pulling from. Like, what happens when it's potentially every app? Like, what happens if Instagram and WhatsApp and Slack and Discord all open their apps up? Like, what happens then?
Exactly.
We just can't know that. So
Exactly. So if this works, here's what I would say. If this works, I continue to believe that I will not need, I don't want to say any other chat. Well, maybe I won't need, no, it needs a disclaimer, what I'm about to say. My usage of chatbots will drastically go down.
Yeah.
Except for heavier, research type things.
Well, I can tell you this has exactly been my experience over the last few weeks. I don't use any chatbot for general questions anymore, like searching for stuff or anything like that. I just don't use them. And so now I'm using Claude Cowork for working with files on my Mac because that's a very specific feature stuff that I'm using. Maybe some of that stuff would be taken by Siri AI because it can also work with files on my Mac, but I'm not installing any Mac betas right now. But yeah, I'm not using ChatGPT for any kind of general searching that I'd used before, or kind of researching stuff like restaurants or whatever. I'm just not doing it. So
yeah,
because Siri AI provides great results for me for wild knowledge stuff.
Yeah, and I think I will still have codecs or whatever agent I will be using then for like those types of heavier agent like tasks like research that takes 20 minutes. Like Apple is not making a competing product for that. But for example, right now I'm using Raycast on iOS because I have a really nice chatbot experience with multiple connectors and all those kinds of things. Once Siri AI actually works, I don't think I'm going to have a need for that type of chatbot experience on the iPhone, right? So I haven't had a good time yet, but I'm optimistic. And I know that Apple is aware of these issues. So we'll see with Beta 3.
We hope for you it is just something got broken, corrupted,
Yeah.
stuck. Gosh
Sounds
knows
like
what.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happens when you feed LLM base 64 all day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe it's choking.
I had it coming, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, actually. That might be the problem.
This episode of Connected is brought to you by Connected Pro, the longer and ad-free version of the show that we do each and every week. You may know that membership is becoming an increasingly important part of the podcast ecosystem. That's no different for us. And so for years, actually we just passed 6 years, we've been doing Connected Pro. It's a show with extra content at the beginning and the end, and you get no ads. So if you were a member, you would not be hearing this right now. You get a bunch of other great perks with membership as well. You get access to the Relay Members Discord, a monthly behind-the-scenes newsletter, Relay wallpaper packs, and access to a podcast feed full of goodies just for members. This includes 2 monthly shows, Backstage and Spotlight, as well as our annual specials. So a bunch of shows here on the network do extra content over the summer, and those get put in that feed as well. Those are going to kick off in the next week or 2, so keep an eye out for those. This is just $7 a month or $70 a year. It's a great deal. I would love for you to go check it out. Go to relay.fm/membership to learn more. And when you're ready to sign up for Connected Pro, you're going to really get a bunch of great things and a good feeling for supporting us, your favorite podcast. During WWDC, we asked for potential rule changes to spice up the Rickies, the games we play ahead of keynotes.
It is time for a constitutional convention.
It is. We're looking for changes for the bonus point. The current system was too complicated, and we lost track of it all the time, and we want something simpler. So I have curated half a dozen or so suggestions, and I thought we could talk through them today, if that sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
So the first one is from listener Michael, not you, another Michael. I assume maybe it is you.
I have my own suggestion.
Okay.
Later in the suggestions, so it's not me.
Mike says you get a bonus pick if all of your previous flexies are correct.
Okay.
Do you want me to just read through them all and then we discuss, or we discuss
There
one by
are a
one?
bunch of flexi related ones, so I think maybe we should just read through and then we can maybe start picking apart, because there are some that are quite similar to each other, I think. So.
Yeah. Okay. Ben suggested that whoever won the previous flexies gets a bonus pick. Ben also said whoever got the most correct flexies at the previous associated flexies gets a bonus pick regardless of the correct to incorrect ratio. So if you go big in your number of picks, that could be helpful because it incentivizes chaos. So the example will be if Mike got 10 out of 25 right, he would get the bonus pick even if I got 5 out of 5 and Federico got 8 out of 9 correct.
Yep.
Which is fun. We had a couple of sort of blue shell suggestions. J. Raff wrote, the loser of the previous Rickies of the same type gets an extra regular pick. So if I came in last at WWDC, I would get an extra pick for the iPhone event. Pretty straightforward.
I don't like incentivizing failure.
Well, yeah, it's tanking. It happens in the NBA where you need to ditch your season so you get a good pick at the draft.
Yeah, if I don't have good ideas, just make like completely out of left field suggestion. So then I'm storing one up.
As a species, we should stop rewarding bad behavior and bad performance.
Agreed.
No participation medals in the Rickies.
Yeah.
No.
You know?
No.
Instead, we keep electing them.
Yeah,
Adam
I've
had a twist on that. I humbly suggest that the player who got last at them in the previous corresponding game can optionally add another detail to a risky pick.
No, you gotta get good. No.
You gotta get good.
You got to get good. So I think J. Raff and Adam are off the board.
We're out.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm actually going to strike through them in Notion, so we know not to consider them any further. Sorry. We're rewarding winners only. That's what we do.
Winners only.
And then Anthony wrote
Winners
in,
only.
Anthony wrote in, when a host loses a coin flip for first place, they should be awarded a bonus pick for the next game, subject to the same rules as a regular pick, but worth half a point. This reduces the likelihood of a tie in the following game, but won't otherwise change the outcome. It feels earned both when it's awarded and when it's scored.
I don't care what we agree on. I think we have to have this.
When a
This is
host
good.
loses a
Coin flip. So you've won, right? You've been good enough that
so
you're tied for the win.
You're tying for the win,
Yes.
but you lose the coin flip, which sucks.
Yes. So you get a consolation prize, and it's a half point, which I desperately want to come back. Half points.
They should, but you don't get the half point.
You get a
bonus
pick. So you still have to be good again.
You still have to be good again.
Yeah, and the bonus pick is worth half a point.
Yeah, this one I like. This one incentivizes getting good.
Marking that as green.
And it also, as Anthony says, it ensures that it doesn't ensure. It makes it less likely that the next game could also end in a tie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love this.
I think
This is brilliant.
I think that's
This one is
pretty
good.
good. So let me just quickly open the Bill of Rickies. I just want to check one thing. So correct regular picks are awarded 1 point. The language must be finalized as agreed upon during recording. No partial points may be awarded. Okay.
Well, we're removing the partial points rule.
If we do
In
this.
this
If we do
scenario.
this.
Yeah.
I think Michael's you get a bonus pick if all your previous flexies are correct is too difficult. I think getting all your flexies right is hard, and it incentivizes doing the minimum.
Yeah.
Which
Where
is no
Ben
fun.
Says like the person who gets the most flexies correct gets an extra pick because that incentivizes millions of
Junk picks.
flexies.
Yeah. That could be junky. So I think that's
Well, no, they can't be junky because you've got to get enough of them correct.
well. What if I had? No, it can. What if I had like 5 good ideas or 6 good ideas, and I felt pretty good about them, but then I just threw in 11 crazy ones to, like, I don't know, to up my chances. That feels weird.
No, you would be decreasing your chances because your correct ratio would.
But this
would
is
tank.
but Ben's thing says it's not about ratio. It's about the number of correct picks overall.
Oh, but even then, but then if you have 5. No, okay, let me read this again. Whoever got the most correct flexies at the previous associated flexies gets a bonus pick regardless of correct and incorrect ratio. This incentivizes chaos by encouraging more picks instead of playing it safe with 5 picks. So you still need to get all 5 picks correct. So you can have 16 picks if you want to, but you're going to lose the flexies.
Yeah, but if you think you have like a baseline percentage, I mean, yes, you can lose the flexies in this. I feel like this just opens too many doors to trying to play the system a little bit.
But the whole game is playing the system. All right, I want to give you my
Okay.
suggestion.
Okay.
All right? My suggestion is you collect bonus picks as you score points in the annual game.
So how would that look?
So if you make some picks in the annual Rickies, are they the Annies or is that the other thing?
That's
I can
the
never
other thing.
remember. So
No.
the annual Rickies, right? Let's say you say something and then it comes correct in March. When WWDC rolls around, you can cash in a bonus pick in the WWDC game. You kind of bank them and you can use them whenever you want to. And it gives something extra.
Can you explain that again?
Yeah, so let's say we all make picks in January, right? for things that we're expecting to happen throughout the year.
So just for the annual Rickies.
In the annual Rickies, we make predictions for what's going to happen within the next 12 months, right?
Yeah.
As these things start coming true, that gives us banked picks that we can draw from
Okay.
in the keynote Rickies.
And they reset at the end of the year.
Yeah, you don't get to use them in the next annual.
They don't roll over.
They don't roll over. And we can choose when we want to spend them.
And you bank them.
But you bank them.
I like it.
So it comes to September, you could have like 3 extra picks if you want them.
Yeah, you can use them all at once.
Because you can use them all at once. And
Hmm.
it gives something extra to the annual game.
I also like this.
Because then it also encourages us, I think, as well, in the annual picks, to not just pick things that will happen at WWDC and the keynote in September. You want to pick some things that could happen throughout the year because you want to make sure you've got enough picks scored to get them. So I think it might move the annual picks away from like, this is what the iPhone's going to be and this is what iOS is going to be. Like we might get a bit weird with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like 2 things I like the best. What you just said and what Anthony said.
Okay, Stephen, how are you feeling about my pick? You're noticeably silent. Your silence is deafening on this.
It feels really complicated to keep up with.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
It's
does.
so easy to score. I'm going to go rickies.co right now, and I'll just score you.
Well, yeah, I mean,
See how we'll
I've
be
got
doing in
the
the annual.
I've got the annual picks up. So like right now,
Yeah.
I have round 1 and round 2 correct.
So you got 2 points
You
to
have
spend.
1 point, and Federico has 2 points.
That wasn't very hard. It sounded like you did that
Yeah.
really easily.
But then we need a way to keep up with like I have this many banked at this
Yeah.
time.
Here's the thing.
And then
We have people that build incredible websites. I'm sure
Yes.
we can get them on board
Yeah.
to have like
outsource
the
it.
bonus pick allocation.
Yeah, you know how there's a checking account and a savings account? This will be
Yeah.
called a picking account.
Picking account. You have a picking account. I love it.
Okay.
I'm going to draw from my picking.
Out of the 2, I prefer Anthony's. And I
Why do we
don't
only have to do one?
I think adding 2 things like gets us in the place where we were. We're like, this is too
Well, okay.
complicated.
But the problem is, Anthony's only happens in certain circumstances, so it still doesn't add the blue shell.
Yeah.
Things have to happen for that to be
Okay.
possible.
Brainwave.
Yeah.
What if we merge them? What if we go with your structure, but bonus picks are only worth half a point?
Oh, absolutely. Half points.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we can still do
Yes.
both. Let's do both. I like the idea of something happening for the person who loses the coin flip because it's so
Yes.
disappointing when that happens to you.
So if you lose,
Shall we hold on. Shall we do an amendment to the rules that in general, going forward, bonus picks are always worth half a point?
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
So
Whatever we come up with for bonus points, they should be half points.
Yeah.
they earn
okay.
a bonus regular. So give me a second. I'm gonna do a little typing here.
Yeah, I love
Um,
some typing. Where are you typing? Can I see it?
Yeah, it's right at the bottom of the Notion.
He's
Oh,
typing.
okay. Whoa.
When a host gets a
Are you typing it into the Bill of Rickies?
no, it's at the bottom of the outline. It's like right where you're looking.
I mean, you say that, but like, I ain't seen nothing, man.
You don't see suggestion under the Rickies changes?
Nope.
Well, that Notion is fine.
Let me,
So point 1, if a host loses first place
oh, there it is. I refreshed.
via a coin
We
flip,
love a good web technology, you know?
I know, refreshing. If a host loses first place via coin flip, they earn a bonus regular pick in the next Rickies.
Yeah.
When a host gets an annual pick correct, they earn a bonus regular pick to use
Whenever they want.
whenever they want
Before the next annual game.
before the next. Or what if we said they don't roll over to the new year? These bonus picks do not roll over to the next year.
Yeah.
Point 3.
So Jason Snell is in the Discord and he has a suggestion. I guess we could just start taking suggestions from the audience
Okay.
now.
Well, point 3. All bonus
Yeah.
regular picks are worth a
Oh,
half
worth
point.
Yeah. This is Jason's suggestion. I don't think the tiebreak should get a bonus pick. They should just get a half point. So it's
And
just
the
you
oh,
win
so
the
you
tiebreak
start
next
ahead.
time. So you get a half point next time. That's also not. That's not bad.
But it takes away that you got to be good.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly.
And we only
Our
reward
North
winners.
Star is that you gotta be good.
Yeah.
Gotta be good. So wait, there's 2 points to this. Maybe we need to put this in the bill.
Because this rule is like, look, I feel for you that you lost a coin flip, but you still gotta be good.
Gotta be good. So maybe we need to put this in the bill, just like the 2 kind of tenets of the Rickies. Was it winners only?
Winners
You gotta
only.
be good.
Yeah.
Winners only. You gotta be good.
Those are like our founding principles. if
Yeah,
you
that's
will.
it. That's true. That's like what is it like? What is it? Pursuit of happiness. What is it? Like
yeah.
is that in the Constitution? I don't know anything.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
winners only. Look, we ain't got time for losers, all right? So
What's in your Constitution, Stephen? Does anyone know? What is it?
No, we don't. We got rid of it.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That's right.
yeah.
So-
It's like that.
The Rickies is a game that connected hosts play before Apple keynotes in the beginning of each new year to predict future events. Is made up of 3 rounds. Each host makes 2 regular picks followed by a risky pick. The Rickies, by design, values winning.
Winners
Yes.
only.
Winning. Winners
Winners only.
only,
winners only.
shall advance.
Yeah, winners only. TM. Jason is obviously very invested in coin flipping. Has got another coin flip suggestion.
Of course he does.
Yep. If you lose the coin flip, you win the next one. I do also quite like that. But you then have to be in the next one, which you're not necessarily going to be in, right?
no.
No.
I know. I like this. You have 2 ways to earn bonus
I
picks.
agree. I agree. I'm just reading everything
I
Jason
know.
says in
Yeah,
Discord.
you get a Kickstarter with a guy, you just fall in love with him.
Yep, that is true. That is true. You do fall in love with them.
Okay. So if a host loses first place via coin flip, they earn a bonus regular pick in the next Rickies. When the host gets an annual pick correct, they earn a bonus regular pick to use whenever they want. These bonus picks do not roll over to the next year.
Yep.
All bonus regular picks are worth half a point.
Yep.
Yep.
And where's the winners only
Perfect.
stuff?
I put that at the beginning. So I have the preamble of
Read it again.
what. Okay.
Oh,
So
please.
the Rickies is a game that connected hosts play, blah, blah, blah. It's made up of 3 rounds, 2 regular picks, followed by a risky pick. The Rickies, by design, value winning. Winners only shall advance.
Yes. Yes.
And you got to be good.
You got to be good.
You got to be good.
You gotta be good.
And Stephen, spell good G-U-D. This is very important. Get good.
Okay.
You gotta get good.
You got to get good.
All right. So I'm going to highlight that green for the people who see this document.
There's a lot of development time available until September
yeah.
for the websites. To
Well,
incorporate the
and
picking
so here's
account.
another thing we need to decide.
Yeah.
Is this start now? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so going into
Yeah.
September, I have 2 bonus picks. You have 1.
Yeah,
Federico has
baby.
2.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go. I mean, I've kind of torpedoed myself here because I only have 1. But hey, I love the idea. I got to get good, haven't I?
You have to.
Man, I'm going to be obliterated in the
Because
next
it's
one.
winners only, Mike.
I'm going to be
Remember that.
obliterated because you 2 are going to roll in with like 4 regular picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I really like this.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Do we want to put the phrase "picking account" in the Bill of Rickies anywhere, or do we not need to do
I
that?
think that's like a
implementation detail.
implementation detail.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I will share this with the people who have those websites.
I like that Kate has said this is complicated. It's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's always been the game. It's always been complicated.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is a better understandable system than the previous one we had, right? Of like you can reuse. Or,
Mhm.
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
It's so
that was complicated.
This feels easier to understand.
I think so too. And I will come up with a way to keep up with this in Notion in case the website developers don't get to it quite soon
Right.
enough.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We've done it.
We did it again.
We did it
Yeah.
again. Version 275 of these rules.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good. It's democracy.
There is actually like a changelog, right?
There is on rickies.co, I believe.
Yeah.
You can scroll back in time. All right. Well, I call the constitutional meeting to a close.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. And that brings us to the end of the episode. We just started. Now it's over. It flies by when you're feeling sad about pricing. If you want to read more about the stories we spoke about, the links are in your podcast player. They're also on the web at relay.fm/609. There you can become a member and get Connected Pro. $7 a month, $70 a year. You get a longer ad-free version of the show. You get access to a bunch of Relay goodies. Go check that out. You can also leave us feedback. There's a feedback form. Drop us a note, drop us a secret, drop us a poem, whatever you want to do. You can find more of us online. You can find Prince Flexi Federico. He's the editor-in-chief of MacStories.net and hosts a bunch of podcasts over there. Mike hosts many shows here on Relay, and you can check out his Kickstarter. That link is in the show notes. I've been your Attorney General Flexi, and you can find my writing at 512pixels.net. I'd like to thank our sponsor this week, Mercury Weather, for supporting the show. And thank you for listening. And until next week, guys, say goodbye.
Arrivederci.
Cheerio.
Bye, y'all.